2023 BMW IBSF Bobsleigh World Championships, St. Moritz in Switzerland, one of the toughest cuts of this handmade track in living memory. Mattia Variola, one of those who found out at the hard way. In the third and the fourth run, the Italian brakeman, who's converted to the front seat to become a driver, rolled off the final corner, searching for that last kilometre an hour of top speed. He was okay, and his brakeman too, as they moved up the top 20. Into the deciding runs at the top of the pile, Christoph Hafer, the Olympic bronze medalist, with Matthias Sommer behind him, his Olympic bronze medal winning brakeman, in 5th place overnight after being in the shade of the top 3 on the first day. A good run in the final heat would challenge Great Britain's Brad Hall, who lay in 4th place. Hafer just easing ahead of the sensational young Latvian Emers Cepoulis, who rounded out his worlds in a fine 6th place. Hafer's strong final run put the pressure on Brad Hall and Taylor Lawrence. Their starts had been impeccable, second fastest in the field, but in the final run, the rear of Brad's sled was just skidding too much, dragging speed out of him in almost every corner. By the time he got down to the fastest part of the track, he was hemorrhaging pace, and in the end, Christoph Hafer's run proved just too much for him to match. 700s back, no medal this time out. Hafer led with the final 3 sleds remaining. Fastest man in the first of the 4 heats had been Switzerland's Mickey Vogt. He'd been in 3rd place overnight, challenging Francesco Friedrich and the leader Johannes Lochner. But Friedrich and Vogt had slipped back to a phenomenal run from Lochner in the 3rd heat. Now it was all about trying to take silver from the reigning and 7-time world champion Francesco Friedrich. Vogt with the fastest speed down the run. He'd done what he had. He was in the medals. Only time would tell whether 7-time world champion and 2-time two-man Olympic champion Francesco Friedrich, with last year's winner Alexander Schuller, would have enough. This is where he won his first World Championships in 2013 in the two-man, the youngest ever to do so, but he was staring defeat in the face. It wasn't the adductor strain he's been struggling with for the last month that let him down, it was his driving. Uncharacteristic errors creeping into every run. He took the lead from Vogt by just 100th with 1 sled to go. The final run was that of Johannes Lochner and Georg Fleischhauer. Paired together for the first time this season in two-man, they have not lost when they've raced together. A shattering 3rd heat on the final day of competition from Lochner led him a long way ahead of his rivals, but the 4th was awful. By Hansi standards, hitting everything in sight. Luckily, with nearly 7/10 in the bank, he had plenty in sight, and for the first time in his career, he is a two-man world champion. Following in the footsteps of the great Christoph Langen, the last Bavarian to win, that was here in 2013, and his uncle Rudi Lochner, a two-man world champion in 1991. Francesco Friedrich, the first to offer his congratulations. Lochner, the world champion, from Friedrich and Vogt, a tiny margin between silver and bronze, but Hansi, head and shoulders clear of the field.